once again.
Again, it's Jimmy Riley's, and we've come to look at a VW Caddy here. It's losing power and coil lights flashing. First we're going to open the bonnet and just have a visual check, and everything seems to look as it should. And we're going to give it a few accelerations. Customer is saying it's unrestricted revs, but as it's at standstill, but I'm sure that's pretty normal. Until you get moving, it won't accelerate all the way. So maybe that's just something he hasn't noticed before. So we're going to just take it out and see, once you're moving, the accelerator, it should go past 3000, but let's find out. Yep, it does. Although it's not very, doesn't feel very fast. And here we go. Got coil light flashing and an engine light. At least now we'll be able to plug in our diagnostics, and we should get a fault for that. Just running some diagnostics on the van. Lovely weather outside. And the only important one here is the engine, so we're going to look in there. Intake air system leak. Right. Sometimes these can be quite difficult to find, but we're going to go and have a look. We can't see any visible leaks, so we're going to try spraying a bit of spray down there around the hoses, intake manifold and all that sort of stuff. See if the engine starts idling differently. Spray it in different areas. Doesn't help with all of this falling apart. Let's try and push some of that out of the way. So can't find anything there. Let's go underneath, find where some of the boost pipes are. And there's one. Yes. And we've got a location here. And we're just going to need to get a jack and raise it up so we can see where that leak's coming from. It's coming from under the bumper there. As you can see, we're spraying some spray in there and the revs are coming up. So we're going to get a jack. Let's get our little roll of Astral Turf and lay it down as the ground is soaking wet. There's our little Astral Turf mechanics mat. Got our torch. And here we have it. We can see now exactly where this is coming from. and this is broken, it's just rotten, and this is the little notch here that should hold, this little notch should hold onto this, but it's broken off. It's Christmas Eve, so this pipe is definitely not going to be available, and this section is actually part of the intercooler, so that's quite a big replacement. That's the front of the van off. Christmas Eve. We're gonna see if there's got to be something we can do to do a temporary repair on it. It's a shame we don't have any 50mm heat shrink, as we could put some over the top and heat shrink it down, which would hold it in place. But we're gonna have a look what we've got in the van. Just drill a little hole there, and we're going to do another one on the other side. Now we've drilled 2 holes, we're just going to open this pipe and get an airline on there and some brake cleaner, just clean out the inside, make sure any debris is not gone inside. And we've got all that cleaned out. Wasn't really anything in there anyway, it's a nice clean hole, as you can see there. And we've just got a few spare ones of these in our van. Some little flathead torque screws. And we've put one on each side, which is now holding it nice and strong. Here we are on the other side. And you can see there, that's not going anywhere. Never again. Stronger than it was from new. And they are screws, so you can remove them if you ever need to open it for whatever reason. But yeah, I'm just going to recommend he leaves that as it is, really. It's a temporary fix, but temporary can be a very long time. Otherwise he's going to have to replace his whole intercooler section here. You have to take the intercooler out and remove the complete front end of the van. So that's the job all sorted, and we're just going to take it for a test drive, see how much better the van feels. Let's have a look how it drives. And that's a hell of a lot better. We're actually getting a turbo boost. So that's that VW all sorted. A couple of bolts, as you can see there, what we've done. It's classed as a temporary repair, I'd say. I wouldn't tell someone I've done a permanent fix on their car. It's a permanent fix, but it will last longer than the original piece of plastic. Okay, so that's all the job done, and we'll have some more videos again soon. Keep an eye out, like and subscribe.